moments this week for my family. Thank you again, guys. Really appreciate that. That's not easy. That's the first time. I mean, this is what we call a large crowd for a speech, so incredible work, Kai. Now, back to business. Yes. Thank you, sir. Tonight we gather here in Milwaukee at one of the most crucial moments in American history. Just days ago, something that once seemed unimaginable became a terrifying reality. My father came under literal became a terrifying reality. My father came under literal fire as an incredible patriotic rally came under literal fire as an incredible patriotic rally turned into a tragedy. On a field in Butler, Pennsylvania, a brave firefighter died. On a field in Butler, Pennsylvania, a brave firefighter died. Others were injured, and as those bullets, Butler, Pennsylvania, a brave firefighter died. Others were injured. Butler, Pennsylvania, a brave firefighter died. I don't truly know how you'll respond in a moment of danger until you're actually confronted with it. You can't truly know how you'll respond in a moment of danger until you're actually confronted with it. You can't truly know how you'll respond in a moment of danger until you're actually confronted with it. You can't truly know how you'll respond in a moment of danger until you're actually confronted with it. You can't truly know how you'll respond in a moment of danger until you're actually confronted with it.
W. Bush, which was our last Republican president, a man I respect greatly, a person that we really fought for when he was up against a lot of pressure, that he lied to get us in a war in Iraq. That stung me very deeply. Okay. I don't believe that. I'm just wondering, given some time passing, perhaps you've rethought that? Would you be willing to rethink that?
Well, a lot of people agree with what I said, and I'm not talking about lying. I'm not talking about not lying. Nobody really knows why we went into Iraq. The Iraqis did not knock down. It was not Saddam Hussein that knocked down the World Trade Center. Okay,
that's just what you said. Was they lied? They said there were weapons of mass destruction, and there were none, and they knew there were none. There were no weapons of mass.
Well, there are a lot of people that think that. There are a lot of people that think. Look, bottom line, there were no weapons of mass destruction. They said there are weapons of mass destruction. I was against the war when it started.
Do you think the president of the United States, George W. Bush, lied?
Well, look, I'm not going to get you vote, but that's okay.
I'm just giving you another shot.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you very simply. It may have been the worst. Hei, du lurer helt sikkert på hvordan dette tilbudet lar seg gjøre.
Are you blaming him for that?
I'm not blaming him or the CIA and other groups, but the CIA said there was a lot of information that something like that was going to happen. I'm not blaming anybody. It's a tragedy, a horrible tragedy, worse than our country's history, worse than Pearl Harbor, because you're talking about civilians, not the military, right? Thousands of people killed, a horror show. Now, could he have done something about it? The CIA knew about things happening. I mean, you could have said, but when Jeb gets up and says, we were safe under his brother, we weren't safe. First of all, his brother got us into the river in Iraq, which is one of the worst catastrophes ever. There were no weapons of mass destruction. The World Trade Center came down during his reign, so you can't say that we were safe under his reign when the World Trade Center comes down and the CIA said something like that was going to happen.
George W. Bush is a pretty popular guy in South Carolina.
Fine, but it's really not appropriate. But the people in the audience were lobbyists and special interest people. I don't have any of those people because I'm putting up my own money. I tell the truth. I tell the truth, okay? There were no weapons of mass destruction. I tell the truth, okay? There were no weapons of mass destruction. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying he went in there. I tell the truth, okay? There were no weapons of mass destruction. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying he went in there, he thought there were weapons, and there weren't. So I'm telling you, maybe or maybe he didn't, okay? But he thought there were weapons, and there weren't. So I'm telling the truth.
But you said he lied. That's